Philippines set tournament record in terms of attendance. Here's the story.
Basketball, being arguably the second language of Filipinos, is one of the bidding points of the Philippines to bring the FIBA World Cup to the country. And now that it's here, the fans made sure to show just that. In the first week and a half of the global showcase, thousands of Pinoy hoop fans flocked to the games. Mind you, it didn't have to be Gilas Pilipinas games either. But of course, the highlight was the opening last August 25 at the Philippine Arena in Bulacan. That historic opening of this year's World Cup drew a crowd of 38,115, the biggest ever in tournament history. It easily surpassed the 32,616-strong crowd during the finals of the Worlds in Toronto back in 1994. FIBA Executive Director David Crocker says they did hope for a good turnout in the opening and were not disappointed.
Well, you always hope for something like that when you have such a great platform like Philippine Arena with so many seats available. You have the rest of the mix, which is a Filipino crazy basketball crowd. You have the Gilas playing at home. It's the right formula to set a record, and we weren't disappointed at all. It was a fantastic afternoon.
The other two venues, Mall of Asia Arena and Smart Araneta Coliseum, were blockbuster hits as well. An average of 6,200 people showed up in 18 games at the Big Dome, with a high of 12,784 during the Gilas Angolas game. MOA Arena did not feature a Gilas game, but it did house all the games of powerhouse Team USA. An average of 6,566 fans were there in 20 games, with the biggest being 11,392 during the USA-Greece game. Crocker said one of the moments that stood out was the crowd's noise during the Gilas-China game last Saturday.
The noise level playing China was something I'd never experienced ever. And many of my colleagues who have, 15, 20 years of international basketball, when we got back to the hotel going, wow, okay, that was something of a new level for them as well.
But aside from the World Tilt's success attendance-wise, Crocker also commended the co-hosts for giving outstanding player experience.
One of the really critical ones for us is how the players enjoy the experience. So that's actually number one measure for us. We want to make sure that we create an environment that the athletes come and they know that they can perform. We're getting great feedback from the athletes. This is a job exceptionally well done.
And now, after several games, the tournament is in the final phase. The quarters, semis, and final. Crocker assures the best is yet to come.
After a day's rest, FIBA World Cup resumes action today for the quarterfinals. First to take the stage are Lithuania and Serbia at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay at 4:45 in the afternoon. Lithuania is coming off a morale-boosting win against Team USA this weekend, but Serbia is no pushover. Coming after that is a matchup between the Americans and Italy. You can never go wrong with NBA talent, but Italy carries the momentum from qualifying to the quarters for the first time since 1998. Catch the games on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and Pilipinas Live app. FIBA partner Molten has unveiled the official game ball for the final of the 2023 FIBA World Cup. It is based on the BG5000, the official game ball of the Worlds this year. It is not only engraved with the FIBA 2023 tournament logo, but also has the prestigious Naismith Trophy in gold. The ball features the date of the final and a unique serial number. As a special limited edition ball, only 1,200 were made available for purchasing starting last Monday. It will come with a premium box with a gold plate and engraved with a serial number. The final game will happen on Sunday, September 10. More on the World Cup. A Serbian forward lost one of his kidneys after getting elbowed in a game. The Serbian Basketball Federation confirmed that Borisa Simanic underwent 2 separate surgeries for the injury. This came after a game against South Sudan where he was accidentally elbowed by Nuni Omot while making a play down low. Simanic will remain in a hospital here in the country while recuperating. Omot, meanwhile, has apologized for the incident, saying that he did not mean to cause the injury. He also assured that he was not aiming to make a dirty play on Simanic. We're taking a timeout. The game on One News Now will return after a quick break. Stay tuned. You're still watching the game on One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. The Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas says it will first finish the FIBA World Cup before acting on the resignation of Chot Reyes as Gilas head coach. For now, SBP will focus on co-hosting the World Cup. That's why President Al Panlilio cannot answer yet on who would possibly replace Chot as the national team's chief tactician. But as early as now, Gilas assistant team Cone has taken himself off the list of possible replacements. Cone says he's willing to help Gilas at any capacity except as head coach. Meanwhile, Raj Cotroman says he's willing to take on the challenge if given the chance. Toroman mentored the first version of Gilas back in 2010. But as of now, he says he is yet to be contacted for the job. SBP has a little over 2 weeks to iron things out as Gilas is set to play in the Asian Games, which begins September 23. Aside from head coaching issues, Gilas also needs to take care of player availability. Good thing is the PBA reiterated its willingness to provide players for Gilas in the upcoming Asian Games. Jordan Clarkson is definitely out of the picture as he will begin his own build-up for the new NBA season. The availability of overseas-based Gilas stalwarts who also played in the World Cup is still up in the air. With this, the PBA has given the go signal for Gilas to get any player they want as long as it is okay with the player and his mother team. The PBA and SBP will sit down anytime this week to iron out Gilas' campaign in the Asian. Scheduling will also not be a problem as the PBA will start its new season on October 15, a full week after the Asian Games closing. Pinay tennis star Alex Ayala has entered the main draw of the W100 Tokyo tournament. Ayala ousted Anastasia Kulikova of Finland 6-2, 6-3 in the final round of qualifiers in Japan. The 18-year-old only needed a little over an hour to take down the opponent despite inclement weather. Ayala next faces hometown bet Natsumi Kawaguchi in the round of 32. Kawaguchi is also Ayala's partner in the doubles event of the tournament. This is Ayala's fourth W100 event in the ITF Women's World Tennis Tour. Defending US Open champion Carlos Alcaraz also wasted little time in blowing past his opponent to reach the quarterfinals. Alcaraz made light work of Italian Matteo Rinaldi 6-3, 6-3, and 6-4. Through the first week of the season's final Grand Slam, the Spanish tennis ace only dropped one set. It took a few games for Alcaraz to size up his opponent, but once that Spaniard did, it was pretty much one-way traffic. Alcaraz's opponent on Thursday is still unknown. Get your fill of the latest in sports at onesports.ph. Meantime, the Newsday continues later at 4:30 p.m. I'll see you then. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News.